Welcome. BitmonkeyTV, episode 43. This is why is that so loud? So many tabs open. Gotta love it. Another thanks for tuning in. I see one viewer there. Shout out. Let's go in the comments. What's up, Chris? What's up? Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're having a good day, man. So today is gonna be kind of like a Wing It Wednesday. I didn't really plan for it. I was you don't really notice, right? Because the viewpoint's the same. But I set up these two kind of floating monitors here, a docking station here. I got another desk over there. That way, whenever I'm ready to stream, I just take my laptop with me, and because it's a nice laptop, it's a solid workstation. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in. I think today we're just gonna highlight a few initiatives that we have going on here, and then maybe touch on VFriends news. Maybe you have some questions. Maybe you've heard something. I haven't really been too much on socials today as far as like, searching Twitter for news and Instagram and whatnot, but I will be this evening. Just been mixing in IT work since this is my last month. Yeah, appreciate it. Most definitely. Likewise, man. Likewise. What time zone are you in, out of curiosity? Can't remember if I asked last time. Are you Eastern or Pacific? I'm over here, it's about 4 p.m., so can't complain, I like this. It's a good time to stream, I think. I might move it up to like 4:30 just to kind of work with other shows, because I know a lot of other people start at the same time. So I want to make sure that, if more than one person wants to watch the same show, everybody has that flexibility to jump around. Central Alabama. All right. So you're closer. That's like more Eastern time zone or Central? I'm guessing, right? If it's, Southwest or no, Southeast. Sorry about that. Cool, man. Well, shoot. Good to meet you. I appreciate you tuning in. So I'm going to bring up my screen. We're just going to highlight this initiative that we have going on. So if you're unaware, we have this what I'm calling a 5x5 moral monkey contest, dubbing it Moral Monkey Mob hashtag. We're getting an artist to illustrate 5 monkeys for us. So by then we'll have some apparel for the winners, some, fun little perks that we haven't really even mentioned unless you're following in and watching these live streams. But what I'm doing is I've got 5 extra moral monkeys, and I'm loaning out the token access every single year to 5 lucky winners over the next 3 years. So 15 total people, and I'm going to be covering the round trip airfare and hotel expenses. If you're unaware, this idea birthed from just hanging out in the Discord. I was on a road trip. I was looking for some land to work on. I was going to build out this facility, right, as you've learned with Monkey Bites. And I ended up pivoting, right? I ended up buying a whole bunch of VFriends, and I was like, how do I give back? And it started out first with loaning out the token access. And then I was like, how do I one up this? And it came Monkey Bites, kind of birthed from there. I'd had the name previously, but I just, it was more of a gamer tag than anything. And I knew I was going to use it for a project, just didn't know what, so it's a very cool initiative. So if you want to fill out the form, go for it. If you know anybody who can benefit, even if you have a spouse, right, or significant other, couples are not excluded. The only way that would disqualify you is if you're trying to hide like a VFriend or something. But I highly doubt anybody's going to do that. We're a really cool community, and I have, nothing but faith that the right people are going to, win these tokens every single year. And then to confirm, I'm not, giving away the tokens. I'm keeping those. These are my long-term, moral monkeys. Obviously, I'm a BitMonkey. That's my brand. So I believe the orange moral monkey was my first VFriend, actually, because orange, as you've learned, is a theme of everything I do. So it's one of my favorite colors by far, hands down. So, and then this one here, we're doing some rewards too. We haven't really announced the rewards yet. We're undergoing some adjustments for Monkey Bites. So right now we're focused on building a new team around that project. And if you're unaware of that project and you're watching this on the recording here, if you are a Solidity developer, community managers, I don't want to kind of look for too many more right now. I have had a lot of people reach out, which is so great. I'm so grateful. And right now, I think we've got a solid team forming, right? Not all confirmed yet, but it's looking pretty good, man. And it's happened in such a short period of time. So the only thing we're looking for right now, the primary focus is developers, hands down. And then some more, content creators, like if you do content on IG or even Twitter. And it's simple stuff, right? It's a matter of meeting with the team once a week, understanding what the focus that week is, keeping track of, what streams we're doing on what day and what posts to do on what day. And we want to be posting frequently. So it's an exciting process. And if you want to come aboard, if you believe in the long-term vision, there's a number of different ways to be compensated, right? We can treat it like a job and I can compensate you in fiat, or we can create expectations for project sellout, and then you get compensated in ETH. So, as much as I appreciate free time, I'm going to make sure everybody's time is compensated, rest assured. So, but Monkey Bytes, it's a very unique project. It's focused on giving back. The original idea was to donate 77% of the total proceeds and break them apart into 7 total separate funds, 6 in particular, which have a focus of giving back. 3 giving back to the world, the other 3 giving back to founders, token owners, and people who supported the project. Our adjustments are to break this down into more manageable steps. So we're starting with my strength down here, the Founders Mining Farm. And we are one-upping it, right? The original plan, if you go on the website and read the white paper, a DAO was never a part of it. But I'll give you a little sneak peek, even though it's not officially announced. This first of 7 projects for the Monkey Bytes parent company is going to be a miners founders DAO, right? Because each person who buys into the project is a founder. And it's going to have a unique mechanism, right? You either stake the OG token for a portion of the rewards in BTC, the monthly mining power, and that's fractionalized based off of the number of people staking. And then you can either burn it for a certificate of title, which translates and conveys ownership into the assets, the property, the land, the IP that we're going to develop underneath that project, underneath the MBTMD, abbreviation. Forgive me. One of those Mondays, man, I'm just this is all off the top of my head. But yeah, it's exciting, man. It's, some things are blessings in disguises. I don't look at it as any type of failure, right? We recognize that this project was massive and we decided to break it down and be more practical with it. So, and we're going to be giving back within each fund in a unique way that we haven't announced yet, right? We haven't announced the percentages of how much of the mining power goes towards X, Y, and Z yet. But that's coming soon. So right now is focused on the team. So I'm going to repeat myself. If you know any Solidity devs, whether they're a full stack dev and they know a number of different programming languages, whether they do back end, front end, whether they have a surface knowledge of Solidity, just please send them our way. I would really, really appreciate that. And I'll be clipping this. So if you can share this, like, retweet, whatever platform it's on, I would really appreciate it. And if you have any questions, have them reach out on Bitmonkey Studio. You can find me on Twitter or IG at Bitmonkey Studio. That leads directly to me. So yeah, thanks for letting me talk there. And yeah, Chris, thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's wouldn't be here without Gary V. You know what I mean? The idea wouldn't have formed. And I feel like we're all here because of him. And it's like, we're just getting started. He wasn't kidding. He wasn't kidding. I mean, people have already seen dividends and it's not even a year in, no matter how much you bought in some way, shape or form, you see its value, whether whether there's flippers from the 2-3 ETH range to now, man. And I got to bring it up. My heart dropped. I don't know if you saw that 0.25 sale. But in hindsight, lesson learned. I love their attitude about it. But more importantly, like the brass tacks of it, you only lost 0.25 if you think about it, because that cost 0.5. That was its original owner. I get it, the hodl, the where it's at now. But in hindsight, like you could have lost more. You could have bought it for 10. listed it at 0.25, and then it's a whole nother conversation. So yeah, me too, man. Me too. What's funny is on the weekends, I normally, yo, Sarah, I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, we're using this new platform now, so it dual streams and everything. I love it. Streamlabs, I'm sure you've seen it with Jeremy. But yeah, man, Chris, I was just cleaning up my house, my little apartment studio here, and just kind of like went away for 20 minutes. I come back and I see it, but it's already 6 down. I'm like, man, what's this? I gotta go check this out. How you guys doing today? So Sarah, are you in Eastern? So I know Chris is in Central Time. So you guys jamming with me. It's 7 p.m. I appreciate, or 6 and 7 over there. Jersey. Okay. Very nice. I, for some reason, thought you were in Toronto. That's my bad. But yeah, I was just going over. I don't know if you I just got back from my third Dunkin' run. I used to love that as a kid. Like, loved it, right? But we only over here on the West Coast saw the commercials. There weren't really any Dunkins, at least not where I was living. And I just begged, and I was like, Dad, can we go on a road trip to go to the East Coast for Dunkin'? Because I donut fiend and everything. I've since been, they've since like come over here in my adult life, but yup. Where do you see that? Yeah, right there. You already know. No shit. That's a toe. Did that truck move before you came back? What truck? No shit. What part of the Bay Area? I'm born and raised. I was born in San Leandro and lived in Union City, Pleasanton, San Ramon. This whole area. Yeah. So yeah, most definitely. So when I go on this road trip for VCon, I decided I'm just going to hit cross country and hit a couple different states. And this whole lab that you see here, I'm going to get a mobile table. It's going to be mobile. So I might get a little trailer for my Jeep, and I'm going to hit a whole bunch of states, just stopping by with my golf clubs too. And it's going to be awesome. Be a true digital nomad on the road. San Carlos, San Bruno, Burlingame. Okay, cool. That's what's up. Well, nice to meet you, a fellow Bay Area native. That's what's up. And you're all the way over there now. I've visited New York, never New Jersey, never really too much the East Coast. Like, I've hopped on flights, layovers there, but I do want to spend some more time out there. So part of the road trip is I'm just going to try to make a huge loop, and then obviously Minnesota, Minneapolis for like a week, at least, maybe a month. We'll see. Depends how nice it is, right? Yeah, most definitely, dude. I'll keep you guys posted. So like, I'll obviously announce it, right? If I'm gonna go on the road like that, it's and I'll be streaming in each new location. So we'll be in touch. I don't know if I'll still be able to do 5 days a week. I'd love to, but it's more so about like the content, right? Making sure like the shows are fun. I don't feel like it's been opposite of that, but I feel like some shows have been slower than others because there's just nothing to talk about, or I wasn't in the zone, maybe not as excited. But you better believe on the road, like, I want to share my experiences and where I'm at, and keep up the motion with Tech Tip Tuesdays and Creative Thursdays, and then everything in between. So yeah. So Sarah, if you missed it, I was just shouting out the Moral Monkey Mob initiative. I'll bring it back. So if you know anybody who can benefit, please, I encourage you. We'll be doing a whole bunch of posts here pretty soon. I'm focused on building out the team. Thank you for reaching out. There's been so much so soon, right? Since that call. So on the community forefront, it's looking beautiful, right? Solid team. And yeah. It's been great. Yeah, we are early. Like, we're early. Even if you think you're late, we're early. Cool. I look forward to it. Yeah, and I was mentioning to Chris, I don't know if you were on here, spouses count too, right? Significant others, especially those who, let's make sure that you're not trying to hide one. I've made that clear from the get-go. You can't really hide things. We can see transfers and whatnot of tokens. So, this is a good deed. So, no trying to like, snake around it. Please. But I feel like that energy won't even like come towards this, right? And we'll be able to spot that out in an application. That's why we're asking for all the information we're asking for, so we can do that audit and really see, making sure everybody practices what they preach, you know. And so far, man, like this, everybody here, this community, you guys are like, we're awesome, all of us. Like, I think, you know, you're all awesome, we're all awesome. It's a group effort. I was about to say two-way street, but you know, more than two people, it's a fucking roundabout, you know what I mean, in Europe. Yeah. Hey, and good job on that calendar. I'm gonna, right? It's a circle of life. Good job on that calendar. I'll be sending you some notes to update it here pretty soon, because I want to get on a consistent day or a consistent time every day of the week, or try to, you know what I mean? DC? Shit. I was in DC when I was 12. I went to Catholic school. I jumped around from school to school because I moved from Bay Area City to Bay Area City. My parents wanted me to go to Catholic. Didn't really, you know, vibe right past like third grade. So they tried elementary, get in a fight, go right back. But then we move, and then I go right back to public. So it was just a fun experience. But when I was in private school, you know, as you could imagine, being kind of bougie, as they would say, we got to, like, it was a nice one. So like they took us to DC on this whole fucking like you know, guided trip, and we got to see a lot of stuff. It was really fun, from what I remember. Talking about the roundabout. Oh. So as you'll learn, I squirrel from time to time, and if I have a thought, I share that thought. So I hope you don't mind. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Yeah. You guys, got any questions? You know, Moral Monkey Mondays are for initiatives here at Monkey Bites and BitMonkey, and then anything within the yeah. I think this episode I've done very well, but kindred spirits, all three of us. See, is it a Gary thing? Like, because we were all brought together, you know, through V Friends? Is that why? It's got to be Greek. Shout out. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. You rock too, man. I've been seeing those poolside screenshots on your IG, looking prime, looking like you got a little greenhouse there too. Man, that just reminds me of my my uncle's spot in Brazil. They call them chacras over there. They're like a little, can't be more than like 8 acres, but they're like really long, right? So they got like, everyone's almost identical. They got a soccer field in the front. They got a pool with parking. They got the villa type kick it area, barbecue, a little farm with their own limes, chickens, and then a fucking river in the back. Yeah, it's my safe haven. It's always been my paradise ever since I've been there. And shout out, so as many of you know, I mean, I do have dreads. I'm just seeing a whole bunch of posts here at 4:20 p.m. So shout out to yeah, gots to Scott over here would be glaring at me. So Scott will be coming back. I know I mentioned it. He's gonna start coming back on Fridays, I believe. And I'm very excited to announce something that he's been working on, a little personal passion project. So let's show him some love. He might even be tuning in like secretly. Sometimes he'll be on here and he won't comment. But let's go ahead and bring up Be Friends. I want to see something. I don't want to really talk about the floor, even though people are losing their damn minds. But I wanted to talk about the social scholarship. Did anybody here apply? I'm curious. I did for shits and giggles, right? At first, when I was on that road trip before Moral Monkey Mob was a thing. Right? Yeah. What up, Scott, if you're there? And then before Monkey Bites was really a thing, I did apply. I think it was within 48 hours. I sent it. I wrote it out. There was a few typos, but it was 555 characters. So I rolled with it. Didn't edit it or nothing. I'm curious to see, like, anybody here interested in that? Or are you guys pretty content with your location, right? I mean, Sarah, you're in New Jersey. Is that something that you applied for? I'm curious. Greek, I know, you know, I don't think you would, right? But Chris, did you? Nice. Well, dude, good luck. I hope I don't get it, to be honest, because I applied before all this. And if I were to even be selected, right, I would have to really think hard of, like, can I do all of that? Yeah, so we got a lot of applications here. I love it. So on the road, riding in a truck, coming back from Florida. I think I blew it. Hey, man, you shot your shot. We can. The best we can do is shoot our shot. Hey, that sounds about right. Now I got to check my date. I think mine was in May for sure. I can't remember how soon. Maybe it was like, I think it was the 13th or the 14th or something. Why do you wish you waited? Do you think they got to applications sooner, like later in the pile, rather than? Because I haven't heard anybody like mention they've won. I think I've heard somebody in the community. I forget his name, but they're on like a 30-day or a 90-day thing for VaynerMedia. Anybody else notice that? Yeah, I need to tune in. I haven't been tuning in there. Today was one of those off and on IT call days. I got another one after the stream. Cool. I'm going to go tune into his page, and we got a link up too. So yeah. I'm thinking they're talking about a second round. That would make sense, right? To shave down all of the applicants. Where are they? Yeah, they didn't even like pay no attention to me. Good. Because I don't think I received any emails back. No. Ooh. Yeah, I think that's an episode, Got what I wanted to get out. Unless you guys got any questions for me. Do you guys have any questions about the Moral Monkey Mob or Monkey Bites? Kind of like maybe some status updates. I will be updating on Wednesday. And there, as usual, we do Greek. We're having a weekly Founders Jam in the voice chat. So that's just weekly without fail. I'll hop in there. Some weeks there's a bunch of people. Some weeks it's just one or two. It's just more so if you have questions, if you want to jam, doesn't even have to be about Monkey Bites, right? It's just more so to keep everybody updated in the loop. And then when we do have to call some votes, I'll obviously pre-schedule and make sure I bug the shit out of everybody, DM everybody to get everybody in there at the same time. Yeah, so I don't know the details, but please let's all send some love, some thoughts and prayers to Brian Lopez's wife and his family. As soon as I saw something on Twitter, I just responded with my thoughts and prayers there, but wanted to send that here on the show as well. Thanks for bringing that up, Chris. What's the deadline on the contest? It's going to be November 7th. And then from November 7th, 55 applicants will be selected to move on to round 2. And then rounds 2 through rounds 5 are going to be some fun rounds, which are going to be interactive, right? And community driven. So just pay attention. We'll be announcing things as we move on. And then cool Greek. Yeah, if you can. And then if you want to vote for a different time, I picked that time because I felt like it was a good time. It wasn't too late for anybody on the East Coast. And so far there's no founders, 9 hours ahead in time zones, although I'm sure that'll change. So we'll probably be doing 2 a days, maybe mornings and evenings for founders for Monkey Bites. So, but that's all, work in progress. We just take it one day at a time. Okay. I'll make a mental note of that for sure. You got it. You prefer DM on IG or Twitter or Discord? You got it. IG. And then one other thing I'm going to start doing, haven't started doing it yet, but I got another tripod right here. I'm going to hook up my mobile and stream to IG live because I know there's a lot of attention there that I just don't go live there unless I'm joining somebody else's show. Getting more confident in the flow of this, and not to lie, like, I still get a little nervous, can't lie. But it's a good vibe. It's a good vibe. It's always a good time. And I appreciate everybody for being here. Like, you're witnessing something that we just started and we just kind of fix, day by day. We improve something here, improve something there. Sometimes something breaks. we gotta pivot. But it's been a fun process. So we'll be doing that soon. I just won't be able to type back on that IG live. So I know once we talk with future community managers, maybe they'll be able to hop on there and be those responsive typers while I at least have that there. But it's also to encourage everybody to move to Twitch or YouTube, because it's just easier to navigate. You can see more. You can actually see more of my screen when I'm presenting, especially on Tech Tip Tuesdays. I want to start doing, I don't know if it's going to replace Whimsical Wing It Wednesday, but I was talking with somebody else in the community to do a collaborative idea day where we all come together, discuss VFriends names for the 1.5 or two possible 1.5 and 2.0 series, and just start clipping the shit out of it and tag Gary VFriends and have fun with it, right? Have like 4 or 5 people on the show at the same time and just bounce names off of each other, and then clip it and have, fuck it, just create micro content through that. So, because Whimsical Wing It Wednesdays are fun and all, but the topics aren't always, I don't know. I feel like we can do better. Or maybe that'll be our Creative Thursdays. But one thing I announced earlier on, if you guys want to take note and share this, on Thursdays, what I'd like to start doing is helping people with their websites, anything web and digital, right? So let's say somebody who's building on WordPress and they want to create a landing page. Well, in the allotted time, I'll probably stream for 90 minutes max on those days, or maybe 2 hours. We walk through it all and do it real time. So as long as that person's comfortable with doing it real time and not having to do it off air, that was the whole point of doing that on creating Creative Thursdays, is for anybody else who wants to learn, anybody else who wants to visually see the steps that I would take with the tools that I use. Then I want to do that on Thursdays, right? But then there can't really be any homework, man, because I got enough on a lot on my plate. So there was one thing there with the balance. I want to do that to help, but I also don't want there to be homework past the live stream. So whether we reserve 3 weeks out for one project, right, and do it every Thursday, yeah, I love it. Cool. You like the idea. So we'll be announcing a new theme of the day moving forward. And then Greek, I'm not sure if you heard here earlier, I'm gonna Tuesdays and Thursdays, not this week, but coming soon, I'll announce it. Everything's just gonna be Monday through Friday, same time of the day, to keep things consistent. That way you don't have to look up which day if we're starting late, unless it's one of those unique ones. I will announce now that Choopy is gonna be on the show October 1st. I haven't really announced it, so I'm not gonna clip it yet. No, I don't think too many people, unless you're in her Discord, know. October 1st, and we're doing that at 2 p.m. Pacific instead. So 2 p.m., 5 p.m. That's going to be the one off so far. So I'm telling you now so you're aware of it. If you want to mark your calendar, appreciate it. It's going to be a fun show. But yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up here. I appreciate you guys for jamming in. Cowboys should be 2-0. I couldn't agree more. Hey, how about that Ravens game last night? They're getting smart. You can only keep making the same mistake game after game with these Chiefs, giving them a little too much time, even though for any other team, it's not enough time. I'm still heartbroken. Sarah, if you're still here, I'm sure you're still heartbroken too. That last Super Bowl, oof. They made our secondary look like a bunch of wieners or weenies. Wheaties. Sorry about that. Yeah, Lamar really is. And Jalen Hurts. I got a funny story on my league that I run before I end this episode really quick. I haven't told anybody in it, but I accidentally drafted Jalen Hurts round 4, and it was a snake draft. So I think I picked 8. And I didn't mean to draft him. It's just somebody else picked before me, like my two I had in my queue. And I was in the kitchen prepping some, a little snack. And I knew I had the timer there. And I knew my queue. I didn't think anybody would grab those players. I forget what wide receivers. Long story short, they were snagged. I come back. I had 10 seconds on the clock when I noticed Jalen Hurts was up next. And I was like, fuck. And so far, it's paid off. That week 1, everybody went crickets in the group chat. And I was like, y'all talking shit, huh? All right, we'll see. But I didn't tell them the story. I didn't tell them it was an accident. I just rolled with it like I meant to. You cannot show your weakness in this league. It's a bunch of childhood friends. Hey, Stafford, he is happy. He's enjoying himself. Shout out. It's exciting to watch him play there. It really is. But does he win MVP? We'll see. I mean, we'll see. Like his weapons. Oof. Oof. And that whole thing he's doing with Cup, he's a smart man. Yeah, man, I love that everybody in here is a football buff. So y'all are going to be watching the game tonight. I do something unique with my league now where each week there's weekly prop bets. So this week, for example, for week 1, it was total highest overall score wins $20 on the side. I won that, which is dope. I had a big week 1. And then week 2, I got an L. And it was highest TE score, just the single TE score. So some people are smart though. They put multiple TEs because we're a dual flex. So we get rid of the quicker, we add a flex. So it's a lot of points in our league. And somebody loaded up on 2 or 3 tight ends. Smart. But they thought it was combined. Combined's not till like week 12 or week 13 where we start combining multiple skill positions. And then, you win your prop bet. So it's a fun little idea for your league. Reach out to your commissioner and say, we want to up the ante and do these weekly prop bets. So I've been slowly, working my league up from, we used to be a $10 buy-in, right? And then I became commissioner. It was 20, and I've worked it up to 200, and we still have 5 OGs. But I'm like, come on, it's 16 weeks. We can break this down. You do the math. It's not that much per week. You know what I mean? Fuck. I'm gonna hop in the Discord and we'll jam it up fantasy football if you guys are down. I'm always down. I should probably start a channel with how much I love football, but it's I'll show you my team if you guys want to see it. If you guys care. Not doing too hot this week. I mean, I need a 50 and a 20. And it's possible, right? Aaron Jones has gone off. And on the flip side, Jamal Williams could do another 20 plus easy as a pass catching back playing from behind, garbage time. I just need Aaron Jones to do his, 3 or 4 touchdown, 100-yard plus. So it's possible, but I didn't win the prop bet. Logan Thomas failed me. But this is who I was talking about. He put in 2 tight ends, this motherfucker. And he was texting me saying, like, wait, it's not combined? It's like, nope. But yeah, here's my team. Let's pull this up. I mean, I didn't draft too bad in hindsight. I stretched on a few, but I got Hurts, I got Diggs, I got Allen, I got Samuel, Jones, Williams, Logan Thomas, Landry, Cooks, Robbie Anderson is disappointing me so far. Leonard Fournette, Jamison Crowder, rolled the dice on Sherfield, Brian Edwards, and then Le'Veon Bell. Oh, shit. Cowboys and Broncos don't hit me. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with those teams. You're half right. Go Cowboys. Cowboys, rivals of Niners. It is what it is. It's all love at the end of the day, But shit, good luck this season to everybody's teams. I'm going to end it now. I know I said this like 3 times. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys have a great Monday evening. And then I'll be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern for Tech Tip Tuesday. We're going to walk through some Etherscan and anything you guys, have any questions of crypto related, IT related, software, hardware, whatever, coming hot tomorrow. Appreciate you. Hope you have a good day and be well. Talk to you soon. Peace.